QuoteIQ, the field service management software for home service contractors, has a full photo documentation suite built right into it called QuoteIQ Cam. And the shot you just watched me line up, a perfectly matched up before and after taken on a phone with no editing, is one of about 6 different things you can do with this feature. In some quick context, if you're new to QuoteIQ, most contractors handle job photos one of 3 different ways. 1 would be they dump every photo into their phone and then lose it. 2 would be they pay $100 per month for something like CompanyCam, and most field service platforms like Jobber and House Call Pro don't have built-in tools like QuoteIQ does, so they make you integrate with CompanyCam, so you're forced to pay for an extra bill. Or option 3, they don't document anything, and then when a customer claims that you've broken something on their property, you don't have anything to prove for it. QuoteIQ Cam replaces all of that, and it's included starting on the beginner plan at $74.99 a month. So in this video, I'm walking through every single piece of it: the before and after photo generator, the photo editor itself, the inspection forms and the inspection templates, job forms, the brand new gallery, customer archives, and some AI tools that are really going to impress you. I'm going to show you what QuoteIQ Cam is genuinely good at and how you can use it for your business. So if you run a home service business and you're not documenting your work, this is a category of feature that keeps you out of trouble and closes you more jobs, because this can be used for job documentation and it can be used for marketing. QuoteIQ Cam is a deep feature. And before we go any further, something that a lot of people get confused on is the AI image generator. QuoteIQ has 2 completely different features that both involve before and after photos. The one I'm showing you right now uses the real camera to take real photos and then line them up perfectly. The other one is an AI image generator that renders a fake preview of finished work before you've done it. That right there is the best sales tool that you can have. Totally different, and I'm going to show you a quick example at the end of it. But right now, real photos, real alignment. So let's go into QuoteIQ Cam, hit create, and pick before and after. All you do now is tap add before photo. The camera opens up, you take your before photo, whatever property that you're taking an image of, snap it, and then save it. Now here's the part that really matters. You go do the job and finish the service. Could be 2 hours later, it could be the next day. When you're ready to take the after photo, you come back into that same event and tap add after photo. And there it is. The before photo is now a ghost laid over the live camera, around 40-50% see-through. This lets you match up the angle perfectly. Watch, I'm moving the phone, lining up the driveway, lining up the shot with the ghost of the old one, and now it's locked and allowing me to get the perfect image. Seriously, look how close that is. That's the whole thing right there. No more before and after shots that look like they were shot in 2 different houses. There's no more wait, what angle did I take the first time, or trying to remember where your feet were placed. You line it up to the ghost and shoot. So on top of being able to actually take photos inside of QuoteIQ, there is a full photo editor built in, and that's what we're about to cover now. But before we get into that, here's the honest take on why I think the before and after image generator is awesome. 3 reasons. 1, it's actually proof for the customer that you did the work. Number 2 is these are the shots that can close your next job. If you pull up an image like this on your next estimate and the customer can see what type of work you can do, that is golden, and you will 100% get that estimate accepted. 3 is before and afters are basically the only thing that perform on social media for home service businesses. Most apps make you take 2 random photos and hope they line up. This one forces the alignment and makes the perfect image for you. So let's get into the second feature, which is the photo editor. It is a full real editor built inside of QuoteIQ. It's not just a crop and done. I'm going to run through every single thing inside of the photo editor. So here's the full tool set for your photo editor in QuoteIQ. You've got your pen. This is like your freehand drawing. You get to pick a color, circle a problem area, or make a sketch on what's happening. You can add in text, so you can drop a text box anywhere you want. This is good for labeling damage, call out a measurement, any type of labels or text you want actually showing on the image. You also have the option for the before text and the after text. These are presets where you can just click it. It lets you drag the before and after buttons onto the screen, so you can place them where you like, so you can get the perfect image for you. You can also do things like adding an image or adding your logo. And of course, they let you make adjustments to the photo. So you can turn up the brightness, contrast, saturation, anything you need to make the image pop and look good for your customers. They've also got some filters for you to use and the ability to crop to reframe, but that's really the whole editor. So there's no reason you need to pay for Photoshop or hire somebody to make the edits for you. It's really easy to use and built into QuoteIQ. The third feature, and this is where QuoteIQ Cam stops being a photo app and turns into something that protects your business, is inspection forms. An inspection form documents the condition of a property before you ever touch it and after you're done. The output is a clean PDF you can send to your customers with photos, ratings, and notes. If a customer comes back 6 months later swearing that you damaged something, you've got a timestamp record of exactly what it looked like the day you showed up and the day you were done. That right there is not a nice to have. That is a thing that will win you the dispute. So the first thing you do one time is build a template. Then you and your whole crew run through the same inspection on every job. You can make unlimited templates and make them any way you want for any type of job. So I'm gonna make a new template here. I'm gonna give it a name. Then I'm gonna start adding some inspection points, and I'm just using some examples here just so you can understand what it is. Each point is a question your tech answers in the field. There's 4 question types, and that's the full list. Yes, no for confirmations like, is the gutter loose? Or do they have a mailbox? Then you have the checkbox. This is a multi-select list when one point has a few things to tick off. You also have ratings, a 1 to 5 star scale for condition. Every question can also take a photo. You can drag them to reorder, or you can duplicate one, move it up and move it down, or delete it. They give you full ability to build whatever flow matches the work that you do and then save it so you can repeat and use it again. So once you save it, now your template is live, and now anybody on your team can pull it on any job. Now the part that actually sells QuoteIQ, and I built this on my laptop and now I'm using it on my phone on the job, is that anything you do on your laptop or your phone can be used anywhere. Anything that you do on your laptop can be used on your phone and vice versa. I'm gonna go into QuoteIQ Cam, create the inspection, pick the template that I just made, and it loads up the template that is identical to the one that I made on the web. It's the same template, it has all the same points, and it works on every device. That's the whole point of it being in one system instead of 5 different apps, and that's the beauty of QuoteIQ. So I tap through the questions, each one takes a second. The camera icon on a question attaches a photo to that if you want to take a photo. You can take a new photo or you can pull it from your gallery. You can drop a comment under any question to explain what you're doing or what you're flagging. And there's 2 extra photo buckets. You've got property pictures, which are up at the top. These are for general shots of the place, and additional photos, which is at the bottom for anything else. Both have show hide toggles so you can decide what ends up on the final report and what is shown to the customer. Once you're ready, you can hit save report, and then QuoteIQ will build you the PDF. Every photo is embedded with full resolution. Comments show up under the photo they belong to. Yes, no prints as text. Checkbox lists out only what got checked, and the star rating converts to text like 4 out of 5 stars. And this will go as many pages as it needs to. This is what the customer gets, and it saves to their profile automatically. So 6 months from now, 2 years, 3 years from now, you can still pull it up from that customer. It all lives inside of QuoteIQ. The 4th feature is job forms. And the question I get a lot is, what's the difference between this and an inspection? And here's the honest, simple version. An inspection is structured, questions, ratings, photos. You have a formal PDF the customer can sign off on. A job form, on the other hand, is the opposite. It's a quick photo dump tied to the customer. There's no questions, no templates, it's just photos and a description. So inspection reports are good for documenting condition. Job forms are more, here's the proof of the work, here's the before and after during, here you go. Different guys use them different ways. Some run inspections on every job, some live in job forms, both save to the customer forever. It's really whatever you want to choose. The one rule of job forms in QuoteIQ is that you have to attach it to a customer. It won't save without one. You can add a description for the whole form, then dump in your photos with the camera, your gallery, or your file manager. If you want a note on every individual photo, that's where the inspections come in. This description only works for the batch. Job forms are the faster option compared to inspection forms. But once you've made your job form, you can send it however the customer wants. You can text or email it through the app, or copy the link and paste it wherever. They get a clean web page with all the photos and a button to download the PDF. Job forms are really cool. But the 5th feature, and this one's brand new, is the QuoteIQ Cam Gallery. Think of QuoteIQ Cam Gallery like it's your phone's photo gallery, except it's inside of QuoteIQ and it's only your work photos. Every photo, every video, every document that's ever been taken or uploaded into your QuoteIQ account lives here in one place, synced across your whole team's devices. Here's how it's organized, and this is the full filter set. Up top, you've got your categories like your all, photos, documents, videos. Below that, you've got your sources. You've got favorites if you want to favorite photos. Then you've got jobs, before and after, estimates, invoices, deals, uploaded, a bunch of pre-made categories for your assets. So if I want every before and after shot that I've ever taken, you can do it in one tap. Every photo on jobs, one tap. Everything I've ever favorited, one tap. And there's a storage view up at the very top showing how much cloud space you still have. I think this feature matters so much because the general consensus with every contractor I know is that you have probably lost photos at least once. Your phone dies, you get a new one, you delete the camera roll by accident, or you just simply can't find the photo that you were looking for. This is the safety net. It's all stored on the cloud, not sitting on your phone's local storage. If you get a new phone tomorrow, you log in and it's all still there. If a new tech joins the crew, they log in, they've got their whole archive. You don't need to worry about employees uploading photos or sending them in. It all lives in QuoteIQ. But let's move on to the next feature. Feature number 6 is the feature that really ties this whole thing together. Every photo, every inspection, every before and after, every job form saves to the customer's profile automatically. You open up any customer, scroll over to the view data, and there's every category attached to them. estimates, invoices, inspections, before and after, jobs, schedules, even the whole text history through Client Hub. You can tap any of them and see the complete history, but here's the moment it earns its keep. Customers call you 2 years later saying you've damaged their property when you were out there. You don't argue, you don't dig through your camera roll for an hour, you open up their profile, tap the inspections, and there it is. It's time-stamped, photographed, the condition documented the day you showed up, disputes over in about 10 seconds. That's the whole reason to document. And most guys learn it the hard way after they lose a dispute. You can also pin all of this onto your customer-facing documents. You can open any estimate or invoice, scroll down, and you've got attachment sections. So you can attach documents, photos, AI photos, inspection forms, before and after. So when the customer opens up your estimate, they're not just looking at a price, they're looking at the inspection, the AI mockups you made, all these different things that prove you can do the work. That closes the job. But the last thing before I wrap this up is pretty quick. The other feature I flagged at the start, QuoteIQ's got an AI image generator, and it is not the same as the before and after generator that I showed you at the beginning. That one was real photos. This one is AI. It renders a prediction of what a finished job will look like before you've done it. Yes, you heard that correctly, and yes, it works. So if you're gonna mock up a fence, a new patio, a fresh painted house, a pressure wash driveway, you can now show the customer the vision before they've signed anything. Here's a good example. I'm gonna drop in this photo. Let's say I'm doing a tree service and the customer wants me to remove this tree for him. I'm gonna show him that I can do it for him and attach this to my estimate. So I take the picture of the tree, type in my prompt, and hit generate, and let's see what it gives me. And as you can see, this looks pretty damn perfect. The AI is super advanced and gets better and better every single day. So you are gonna get some really good results with the AI image generator. So that right there, that is a sales tool. The customer can't picture it, so you show them. It runs on IQ credits, which come included on your QuoteIQ plan. So here's my honest take on the entire QuoteIQ Cam suite. Inspection forms are the one that protects you legally, and if you do any work where a customer could come back at you, you build a template and use it on every job. And I also love the ability that you can build a template and make it reusable for you and your team. The gallery is a really cool feature. I love the cloud functionality of it. It's exactly what most contractors are missing. And the photo editor is just awesome to have. Not having to leave the app to add your logo or add text is really awesome. And the whole reason any of this beats the alternative, most field service platforms make you bolt on to CompanyCam, is that QuoteIQ includes all of this. QuoteIQ Cam and everything else that QuoteIQ does, like estimating, invoicing, scheduling, a full business phone system, the AI tools, and everything else that QuoteIQ can do, all for a way more affordable price than what you're gonna pay with Jobber or House Call Pro. So whether QuoteIQ Cam is the right call for you comes down to whether you actually document your jobs. If you do, this replaces 3 or 4 tools. If you don't document anything, this is the one that will probably make it easy enough for you to start doing that. You can start a 14-day free trial today on myquoteiq.com and give it a test out for yourself. But this is the full QuoteIQ Cam video breakdown. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.